who shot and killed a 28-year-old man on a motorized scooter in the Bronx. They say...
You know something funny? If the timeline went a little differently for me, I would have been in the Bronx. Love basketball, destruction. I love at least one of those things. You figure out which. But today we're watching something that involves all three. Here we're watching the story of the basketball student who terrorized NYC. No clue who this is. This was made by Guap Kanye. Links in the description. Like, sub, all that jazz if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, let's get into shit, baby.
Noah Scurry may have been terrorizing the streets of Philly while living a double life as a grade A basketball student.
Of course it's Philadelphia.
Little did we know there would be other high school athletes living the same double life as Noah. Meet Christian Moses, also known as 1K, one of the most dissed people in the current New York City drill scene, with many hailing him as New York's very own version of Joker OTV. Let's dive into the story of 1K and how he built such a huge name for himself in the streets of New York City. 1K now lives in New York City, however that wasn't always the case, as 1K is originally from North Carolina and was born there in 2006.
Look at this calm, kind gentleman. Surely he's not going to become a problem in the future. Look, so kind.
He is the youngest out of 4 children, them being 2 older brothers and 1 older sister, being raised by their single mother. Times for him and his family were far from easy, and it's safe to say he did not grow up with a silver spoon. After growing up in North Carolina, when 1K was about 12 years old, his mother decided that he and his family would move to New York City, the Bronx to be exact. A few years after 1K moved, he would start high school, and this is where—
Is the Bronx cheap or some shit? Like, it's New York. Like, is it like a family thing or a money thing? New York would be the last place I think of going personally.
Things in his life unfortunately took a turn for the worse. When 1K started high school, he had to make a name for himself due to being new to the city, and that's exactly what he did, making new friends and settling in a very short amount of time. Unfortunately, as 1K had a very animated personality that made lots of people drawn to him, he would find himself hanging out with the wrong crowd, those people being reputed gang members from his area in the Bronx. It's said that he
are those some of these pictures AI generated? Because like, how the hell? I highly doubt there this many pictures all safely forward. I think some of these are AI generated.
Known Bronx gang member Rajiz, as they went to
I'm not gonna be sure, but I don't want to blame for anything, but you know,
same high school, and became good friends before Rajiz unfortunately passed away, with 1K paying respect to Rajiz multiple times on his social media. Due to 1K befriending so many gang members after moving to New York, it was only a matter of time that he would eventually jump into the streets himself.
That's the same look every time.
KOD, which is short for Creep on Davidson, but more commonly known as the Creeps. The Creeps are one of the most reputable gangs in not just the Bronx, but the whole of New York City, with a lot of their members living on Kelly Street, which runs between East 163rd Street and Westchester Avenue in the South Bronx, with Davidson houses being their main block where a lot of their members reside. The Creeps are also home to some of the biggest drill rappers out of New York City at the moment, such as Pop and Joe Creep, who rapidly pull hundreds of thousands of views every video. The Creeps have steadily built a name for themselves over recent years, with a lot of their members being new generation and not a massive part of the original Bronx drill era from 2021, but they rose to fame in late 2024 due to being mentioned.
I don't know what it is. No disrespect, no disrespect now, but respectfully, the Creeps is kind of a bad name. I'm not going, let's just be real here. The Creeps is a bad name. I know it's creeping on Davidson, but like, I don't know. I feel like y'all could have came with something a little better. You know, no disrespect. I don't want to get Swiss cheese, but like, I feel like y'all could have thought of like some better with it. You know what I'm saying? That don't make it sound like you walk in on female bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
And dissed by then rising rapper M.59, who is a rapper from Forest Houses and is now much bigger than that period of time, as he's now one of the biggest rappers, if not the biggest rapper out of New York City. He is now unfortunately locked up and currently fighting an indictment, with his 2 top charges being attempted murders on 2 separate occasions.
Hey, the Creeps is a fantastic name. I was lying. That's on me. I was dumb. That's on me. The Creeps is a great name. It's a great, actually, Creep.
Diss the Creeps in almost every track due to the long turf war history between the 2 blocks. M.59's disses were made to anger his ops, but it would actually put more attention on the creeps, helping them rise to rap fame, leading to the success of their main rappers. But in the streets, the creeps have many ops and are probably the most hated gang, with ops all over the Bronx. From Ato, a well-known YG's block home, to deceased rapper Raw G's and rapper Nesty, to Cortland and OG's block home, to well-known rappers Shaw EK and B-Love, to new generation beef with 8-1, who are also a YG's block closely affiliated with Ato, and the list goes on, but their main longest standing war is with M.59's Block Forest. It all started in 2021 when Jose, who was a rolling 280s Crip and also a reputed member of the Creeps, decided to backdoor his close friend Zay, also known as X, who was an ABG Crip member of the Mitch short for Mitchell's Houses, but he was originally from Forest Houses, which is where he built his close friendship with M.59. It's alleged that because Jose no longer wanted to be Crip and he wanted to become Mac Balla, he would backdoor and kill his own friend X, and this was the beginning of the deadly war between the Creeps and Forest Houses.
Police are looking for the person who shot and killed a 28-year-old man on a motorized scooter in the Bronx. They say...
You want to know something funny? Now, granted, if I got information from the person I know lives in the Bronx, you want to know something funny? If the timeline went a little differently for me, I would have been in the Bronx. I would have genuinely been in the Bronx. Well, not right now, but I would be like in New York, in the Bronx as we speak, if the timeline went a little differently for me. That's crazy. Fucking walking down the street dealing with, like, just mind my damn business, getting fucking ran down by two gangs, and I'm just in the middle of the shit.
Sean Presley was sitting on a blue scooter near the corner of Union Avenue and Home Street last night when the shooter walked up to him and shot him in the back of the head. Presley had previously been charged with murder 3 times since 2010, most recently on July 5th. The other 2 arrests were in 2010 and 2014. So far, no arrests in last night's shooting.
After over a year of back and forth, with allies from both sides jumping into the war, on the 25th of July 2022, the Creeps would take their first major loss when one of their most high-ranking members named Sean Presley, more commonly known as Bino, who was also Pop Creep's older brother, was caught lacking sitting on a blue scooter near the corner of Union Avenue and Home Street at night in Morrisania. The shooter then walked up to Bino and shot him in the back of the head. It's said that the shooter was a member of Lyman, a block closely affiliated to Forest Houses with well-known rappers such as Waddy coming from this block. And Bino allegedly shot one of their members just 3 weeks before this incident and was actually arrested and released on bail for this very same shooting, and Lyman allegedly killed Bino as a brutal retaliation. With the tension rapidly rising in the streets, 1K would still be working very hard, trying his best.
Ain't no way, ain't no reason you got on a scooter, bro. On a scooter, come on.
In school, getting good grades, focusing on his love for basketball by making his high school varsity team in only his sophomore year, but he would also be silently building his rank in the streets, earning a name for himself, as he himself has claimed that he caught multiple bodies in the streets in just a few years of moving to NYC, and also claims that he is
officer. I can't snap my fingers that well. Officer, hey, right there, right there.
Responsible for most of the Creeps' bodies.
Officer, right there. Word to my dad. I got more packs than myself. You gonna hold block combined. Say word to my dad. Officer, right there. You go. Stop. Hey.
And has more bodies than certain of his op blocks combined. Rumors spread faster than wildfire, especially in the streets, so they have to be taken with a grain of salt. But rumor has it that 1K has caught at least 2 bodies in the streets of New York, with the first one allegedly being on one of the Creeps' main op territories, Freeman, who was a well-known gang member named K. And the second one is still widely speculated till this day.
Kimari Sanders was thriving in New York City. A Southern charmer from North Carolina who was navigating his teenage years in the Bronx.
You look like a sweetheart. What are you doing? Suspect in deadly shooting of 16-year-old under arrest. Wait, okay, is he part of the gang?
Thriving in New York City. A Southern charmer from North Carolina who was navigating his teenage years in the Bronx, making friends with everyone, and showed tremendous love for his mom, even in his dying days.
Okay.
He was telling me he was sorry because he knew how much I loved him.
That was the night Selena Cox's world changed. August 23rd, 2024. The 16-year-old was shot by a stranger while riding his moped around Crotona Park. Cox rushed to the hospital and stayed by his bedside for 6 weeks.
And he told me that he thought he had died, and he told them to tell me he loved me.
Sanders fought to survive, but he suffered a life-altering heart attack in September. And the next month, his mom had to make an unthinkable decision.
We had to take him off life support because he had went brain dead.
Kamari Sanders, also known as K-Dot, who moved to New York despite being originally from North Carolina, but very quickly settled in and made a name for himself in his years in New York.
You look like a sweetheart, man. Even said you were a sweet. You look like a.
Told me that he.
Your hands clasped together in a picture. You look like you go to church. What are you doing?
Quickly settled in and made a name.
I don't even know if he's mainly the one
for himself in his years in New York, moving with his family to Freeman, making many friends, and was loved by many in his area. On the 23rd of August 2024, K-Dot would be riding a moped around Crotona Park, where he would unfortunately run into a group of creep members chilling in the park. The creep members instantly recognized K-Dot and would then stop him and try to rob him for his moped and everything else on him, but K-Dot would attempt to flee, and this is when two shooters allegedly ran up and started shooting at.
Okay, so he's just a civilian. Okay, I thought so. I was about to say, he looks like an absolute sweetheart. He looks like he goes to church. Okay, so he's literally just an unfortunate civilian of these dudes trying to rob his ass. Why are you shooting the guy that didn't give you his moped? Like, hey, this guy, like, hey, I want your moped. Give me a moped or else I'm gonna blow you down. And you shoot him because he ran away? No shit, he runs away.
K-Dot, hitting him fatally in his neck. K-Dot was then rushed to the hospital and would fight for his life for 6 weeks, but unfortunately passed away. The police managed to track down and arrest one of the shooters through DNA evidence. The suspect was 37-year-old Kenny Sariabuelvas, who illegally migrated from Colombia in 2023 and did not know K-Dot at all. Since 1K hasn't been charged.
Wait, run that back for me real quick. Hold on. Wait. I didn't even know if I heard that correctly.
Instantly recognized K-Dot would attempt to flee, and this is when his neck. K-Dot was then rushed to the hospital and would fight for his life for 6 weeks, but unfortunately passed away. The police managed to track down and arrest one of the shooters through DNA evidence. The suspect.
Okay, so he actually was the shooter, and it was what? 37. Your ass is 37. And you're not only are you robbing people at 37. You're robbing people you're robbing a 16-year-old. You're robbing them for a moped. Why don't look, okay, look. I know that times are tough. I'm well aware. I am judging you, but like if you just robbed rich people, no one would care. Rob an Amazon CEO, rob a millionaire, do something like that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you do that. Why are you what do you expect them to have on them? Oh my god. I hate idiot robbers because I understand the need to occasionally thief shit. Rob a Walmart. Why are you robbing mom and pop shops? Rob a Walmart. Rob a CVS. Rob one. Don't rob a 16-year-old with skinny jeans on and on a moped. What do you think you were gonna get from that?
Was 37-year-old Kenny Sariabuelvas, who illegally migrated from Colombia in 2023 and did not know K-Dot at all. Since 1K hasn't been charged for this incident, and one out of the two shooters have actually been charged and arrested, it would be unfair to say that 1K had anything to do with this, but it is widely speculated that 1K had a part to play in the killing of K-Dot due to another well-known creep rapper also being present on the scene of K-Dot's death. Even after all the mayhem in the streets, 1K still found a way and managed to graduate with flying colors and also
I was about to say, nigga, if you don't go to college.
Any type of run-in with the law, as he doesn't even have a criminal conviction, despite living in New York for a lengthy amount of time and even signing a scholarship to play JUCO basketball as a freshman in college.
I don't like the way you said that. You being like, hey, if you in New York, that means you gonna have a criminal history at some point in your life. I don't like the way you said that, bro.
But as we all know, living a double life in the streets and in school is almost impossible to juggle, and unfortunately, 1K's rising street cred would catch up to him, as while he was out for a night out in Times Square with a few of his friends, they would spot some of their ops from forest houses. 1K and his friends then pushed up on the forest members in an attempt to press them, and this is when a forest member who goes by the name of Baby J would pull out his gun in the middle of thousands of people, with police on every corner, and shoot 1K in his leg. Once the shots rang off, the whole crowd scattered, including 1K's friends, leaving him for dead, with the whole incident being captured on CCTV and on recording from onlooking civilians.
Shots fired! والله رصاص في نيويورك تايمز سكوير شرطة thank you.
Okay, cool, that's fantastic. Yo, what?
Fortunately for 1K, the ambulance...
I was about to say, if you heard shots, why are you not still running? Do they got guns in India? I'm not completely sure if he's Indian. But, like, do they got guns where you from, bro? Because, like, last time you heard a gun, keep moving. They could have multiple bullets. Keep moving. What are you doing? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Why are you not still moving?
Would come shortly after, but that wouldn't stop his ops recording 1K on the stretcher and trolling him right after he got shot. Little did the whole city know that this incident would make 1K one of the most dissed people in not only the current NYC drill scene, but in the history of New York drill, with multiple well-known rappers such as M.59 dissing him in almost every single one of his tracks since this incident. Let's just revisit some of the brutal disses from the NYC drill scene to troll 1K after he got shot in Times Square. Like when M.59 said on his track Free the Flicks, "Free Baby J trying to push up on who? Run up, get done up, we really the flicks." And OTS Floater, who was featured on that same track, said 1K tagged, now he's the talk of the town. And on another...
No, the worst part is, it's the fact that, like, come on now, guns are like the most, yes, they are fantastic and highly efficient weapons. Don't act crazy because you shot somebody, bro. All you did was have a shorter fuse and pull out your gun faster. That's literally all it takes to beat somebody in a gunfight. That's what makes guns so, like, scary and shit now. Like, back then, a damn, you could have like an army of 100,000 like 100,000 trained people fighting 1 million untrained people. The 100,000 would win, you know, barring they don't get tired or some shit. With this, all you did was shoot somebody. That's about it. You pulled out a gun first, had a shorter fuse, and pulled the trigger. That's literally about it. And thankfully have idiot cops that aren't on Snapchat or aren't looking at very obvious suspects on the internet. So it's like, what's going on here?
M.59 track called Of Course He Hates Us, which was a pop creep diss, when he said 1K thought he was tough. Pax, 1 min this guy's a bluff. Tried to push up on bro, thinking he crazy, bow, then he got hit with a slug. And claims that his side traumatized 1K so much that they made him stop playing basketball, as he said in the same track, 1K shot, "Stop all of the cap, why you lying on drills? We made him put the ball down," and the list goes on, and would take an extra few hours if every single 1K diss was listed, but it shows how significant this Times Square shooting was, as 1K did not even have to pass away to become one of the most dissed gang members in the whole of New York City. This groundbreaking incident in Times Square was just the beginning of the mayhem, as 1K would go back and forth with his ops dissing and trolling each other on social media for months.
I'm gonna keep it real. I completely forgot what the hell this video was about. The story of the basketball student who terrorized NYC. I forgot what this video was about. I'm loosey smooshy right now, bro.
1K actually disowning his own gang by beefing with the creeps because of this very incident, as none of them had his back when it happened, despite all the work in the streets 1K would put in for the creeps. His ops continued trolling, taunting 1K to get back, and that is exactly what 1K tried to do. For months after this incident, 1K was spinning on every single one of his op territories, hoping to catch his ops slipping to add to his list of bodies. As he even recorded himself spinning through forest houses looking for M.59, despite the fact he was on crutches from being shot just a few days before, it didn't stop him looking for blood.
All in outside. Wait, with the window down. Bro, we on your side, nigga. On forest, nigga. Nobody in this bitch. Bro. Niggas is right there. Like to the left, kinda king. That's one of y'all right there. Y'all loafing sitting in front of the boys, gang. He heard me say creep. He still wanna sit in front of the boys, gang. I ain't mean creep, but you see, he heard me say creep. You want to sit in front of the fucking boys, gang. Forest, they F's. The forest, nigga. Big hole, we all know. Big hole, we all know.
I couldn't do this gang shit. This is too stressful. I can't. I hate people as is. Oh buddy, if I was in a gang. Deal with you thought I dislike people now, buddy. I'd be tweaking. I'd be angry. No wonder the boys like this. Fucking hell.
That's a God, gang. Oh my God, bro.
They're in front of the cops. They're sitting in front of the cops because they know they ain't gonna try and know the police around. Mind you, the police should have caught these people by now. Literally, just look up on Snapchat or Instagram, wherever the hell, you'll see what they're doing. They're literally documenting everything. But I digress. Fucking having to sit in front of the police so you don't get shot or killed. Fucking hell.
Gang, I got it on me. This is playing. I'm on crutches on this shit. I'm not come get your niggas, gang. Niggas is chilling in front of the police. Bow, bow, bow. Like, one of these niggas chilling in front of the boys right now as we speak. Come in, come in. Oh my God, like they ignoring niggas in front of the police. Like, what's up, bro? Like, I've been out this for how long?
1K would still not be able to catch any of his ops lacking and would still have to go through endless disses and trolling. And with all the pressure caving in on 1K to get back for getting shot, he deactivated his social media and went completely ghost in the early months of 2026. It's been over half a year, and not a single word has been heard from 1K, who at one point was online trolling all day, and his current location is still unknown till this day. 1K's story is incredibly unique, but also an eye-opener for any young ones thinking about joining the street life, aspiring to be like the gangsters and killers they listen to in drill music and watch trolling on social media. With that being said, 1K still has a lot of potential, as he's still committed to play JUCO basketball in college and has still never had a run-in with the law, with all his work in the streets being alleged and not actually proven. We can only hope 1K can use his time laying low as a way to steer his life back into the right path and leave the street life behind him for good. This is Gawap Kane, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. Hey, 1K, you be you, bro. Be easy, bro. Be easy, bro. Stay off the streets. Stay away from that shit, cause I got stressed out just watching this damn video. I can only imagine how stressful it is for you, but hey, if you enjoyed the video, like, sub, all that, guys, and I'm gonna catch you all later. Give me the fuck out of here.